Blue Wolf looks to lunge in, and the land is going to be onto Dahl and Bassoon. Hope is on the side, but the sombrero flash forward.
Welcome to the LCC, where casual League players just like you compete against each other for the League Community Cup. And for today's matchup, we have League of Liquor versus SGI, Game 1.
We have a lot of priority in the bot lane for this matchup. I think we all expected that, as we have Hope as the first overall draft pick for League of Liquor in the bot lane. We see Caitlyn, Ashe, Jinx, all taken away. And then 2 first picks from each team for the bot lane. We have Varus coming through, and then the counter pick immediately was Ezreal from League of Liquor.
Yep, absolutely. Just putting our cameras on really quick. Oh my gosh, I'm so large. Okay.
Pro tip for those newer players that don't yet have all the champions. Ian, you did look big. Jesus Christ.
I gotta figure it out.
If you get Game Pass, I believe they still have the offer for you to get all
like
the champions
$1,
for
right?
free, which is you could just get the free trial. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good way to get all the champs because it really does take a long time. I've been playing this game way too long, and so I have all the champs, but I'm jealous. That's such a good option. It took so long to unlock everybody. As we get a Ezreal Vel'Koz bot lane for League of Liquor.
Yeah, this is actually super interesting to me.
Hope and Maya.
Because I thought that the Bel'Veth ban was not intentional, but it appears to be intentional. So now they're like stuck with it here. And Sion is like kind of a clear pickup, and Zac for Blue Wolf as well is a pretty like obvious choice in my opinion. So now the second phase of bans is going to come through. Again, like I was explaining, it's going to be red side banning out twice, and then they will actually pick first, and then blue side will pick their last 2 champions, and then red side will have 5th and ultimate counter pick. So Gwen being banned here, and this is a respect ban for SGI, the V on the top side. Poppy is a nice counter into Zac and something that Whisper can definitely play, so that's respected here as well. Let's see what League of Liquor decide to spend their last and final ban on. We still don't know what the mid laner is going to play. We saw Lucky play a lot of Ahri historically, also a decent bit of Syndra, but Ornn banned out. So focusing topside, trying to give Sion as much ability to have the control and leeway as possible here. Guys, if you're tuning in and watching this week 1 match, thank you so much for joining us. The LCC, it's been a journey. We could not do it without you. And yeah, it's absolutely, this is like crazy that we brought it back. That Jason, that we've gotten this far. It's humbling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I'm really happy that we've been able to work together with everybody and put this together. And genuinely, I think we both want to thank everybody for joining and making this such a good time and joining together and participating. And everybody's been really nice to each other and welcoming. And it's been really good to see. Definitely reach out to us if like something is bothering you, or if we can help, or if you want to help and provide like input or like help us to create content or like administrate. It's going to be a big season, and everything helps. This is a community driven project, and this is a league by the people and for the people. However, we're in charge, so listen to us.
Yeah. All right, back to the draft. Aurelion Soul banned, and Jace is going to be this is essentially a blind pick Jace, unless that's the counter into Sion, Jace into Sion. That doesn't seem Jace favored, so I'm assuming that it's like a Jace.
I think
it is the Jace into Sion.
I think it's an ego pick. This is V coming out saying, "I am the MVP from last season. I'm on the championship roster. I've got my jungler back, and I'm gonna take it to this Sion pick." Matt's signature pick in the top lane, known for dying a lot but then winning the game. We have a poke-centric bot lane looking to engage through Sion and Maokai and then provide a lot of DPS off the backside of it. Orianna also lines up with that. They're looking to find setups for this Vel'Koz ulti over with the Sion Maokai ult in the entry. Zac and Rakan going to be looking to counter that engage, whether that's going through the backline or trying to knock them away. I think it could be difficult for Jason Syndra to get through the Sion. We're definitely going to be relying on Jazz to get through there expecting to see an on-hit build coming through for that. I think it's going to come down a lot to if V can become strong in the top lane as we get into this game. Ooh, I'm excited. We're finally in game. This is great, Ian.
Yep, we're here. I want to turn off chat. Okay, great. I got it zoomed out. Let's go direct to camera for now. Let me fix some of these things.
Alright. So I can watch on my own screen. We see a rather standard defense coming out from both teams, not looking for too much shenanigans at the start of the game. We have Tier starting out, coming from Lucky, looking to provide a little bit of passive sustain, just try to get through the mid lane relatively safe. Same deal for Matt in the top lane, pulling out a Cole, trying to just farm it out and get to the late game so he can be that split push pressure. I'm excited to see how Jazz does. I think he is very important for the composition to be able to burn through this Maokai jungle and Sion top lane. To get through this front line so they can actually address the Ezreal. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for Blue Wolf and Maya Angel to dive in hard with flanks, but the follow-up damage really is only going to come from Jace and Varus Qs through the back. So if we decide to take a lethality build, definitely going to be all about executing whoever Rakan and Zach can jump onto.
Yes, okay, I am done messing around with the overlay. It is what it is. So
Yeah, starting out top side for
let's do this,
Oasis
Let's get
Whisper.
into it. It's week 1, game 1. Let's freaking do it.
Yeah, week 1, game 1.
Thank you, Thickboy82 for the sub. But V already has the push onto. It's a Cole start for Sion. Is this traditional?
This is traditional for a Sion expecting to lose the lane, looking to scale up. We may see him choose to go into lethality build. I think it's notable that we've seen Maokai doing a reverse clear compared to Zac starting up in the top side. Looks like they're going to be clearing this entire quadrant, not looking for an early gank onto Jace.
And the Zac clear is already like a half a camp quicker. Lucky is struggling here in the mid lane though in this matchup. Already chunked down a half and having to use a pot. Jason, I don't know if the direct-to-camera is just so chaotic, so which lane do you want to focus on? I think mid could be it, as we see, looks like Blue Wolf is going to go for a gank here onto Hope, and the flash is blown early. The Q does land, and the Scatter the Weak, but so the CC gets shed across, and Hope is backed and is going to be borderline pushed out of lane here as Whisper comes through on the push. Looking bot side, Maya is very low. Bassoon is going to look to all in and engage. And Maya is very low, but is able to get out. Bassoon now counter traded as
yeah, great trade back from Jazz, focusing down onto Bassoon. Maya making the escape and dodging the geometry. Nice shot from Dahl, keeping the pressure on. Top lane collapsing in. Matt is very low.
Yeah, top lane.
For
this could be a kill. V is going to get first blood, which is a huge advantage, and a lot of this XP is going to die under tower to Matt. So V gets a free 400 gold. And it looked like he made the conscious decision to just let that happen.
Yeah, he decided that it was worth it for him to die to get all of the creeps afterwards. And if you kill them, even though you are a dead zombie, you get the experience. So only missing out on 2 creeps overall is up 7 CS in the overall. You could argue that it's for his Cole, but Matt is known for this. Subscribing to the Sion win through attrition and death approach. Hope under half HP in the mid lane, does not have his flash, is going to decide to take a recall here on the cannon wave. Probably safest for him, as Blue Wolf is in the top side. They will know that if they saw that plant go off. Teleport coming back, Oasis Whisper in the bottom river. He is warded out on both sides, currently off vision, but is about to be spotted.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting set up for his first major plays. We see him play topside, and they're going to try and punish Matt, but Matt still has flash here, so worst case scenario, he should be able to get out, but a nice little chunk of half damage. And there's a kill bot side as Joe and Maya are able to pick up a kill onto Bassoon, but Whisper is here now, so they could look for the counter. Maya's going to land the knockup onto Whisper, but the twisted advance is going to come through. And the Doll has to flash out, so Whisper is here alone at this point. What can Joe
Maya's
do?
flash and exhaust are still available.
A really nice skirt around. Whisper is absolutely in trouble. The flash out as the Q is going to miss, but the E lands, and a great kill there as they outplay in the 2-on-3. Matt is going to, the borderline int for the second time, force the flash out from V, but V will be able to get out after getting a kill. So that's 2 kills already, and it's a 4 for 0 and 1.5k gold.
Back here. Potentially will freeze the wave. This could work out for him, but the gold would say otherwise. V definitely getting what he wants out of this matchup as Matt freezes the lane, looking to set up some control based on the resources that he burned out of V. His teleport and flash both not available. We have the first spawn of Void Grubs up as Whisper moves into top lane onto Vision.
Yeah, looks like Whisper is going to try and push V off here. There is no flash for this Jace, so very vulnerable in this lane. But they elect not to, and so they're just going to freeze off a bit of gold. And he has 10 CS up, but he's definitely down in gold. If we take a look at the gold differential,
we saw a gank attempt on the blue side, on the bot side for Blue Wolf as they play strong side. And Dragon has started up to look to trade against the Void Grubs. League of Liquor will be taking all 3 as there's a roam up from Doll to assist. Going to be watching to see if there's any gank onto mid or bot afterwards. As V is very low into the turret, Matt diving.
We'll see what Matt can do here. He's going to ulti, and the shutdown actually. So he cleans up about half of that. Oh, he's going to elect not to get the Demolish proc off actually, which could have been additional turret damage. We see an invade here from Whisper. And Jason, I feel like so much is popping off already so early in the game.
As Dragon goes down, Blue Wolf looking to roam to top. He didn't decide to take the domination or the plate because he pulled the creep wave closer to the blue side so that it will push slowly towards him. This is attempting to set up another freeze for the next time. He is a level down, is up 8 CS, but down 2 kills. He gets a little bit of extra gold for that shutdown. Let's take a look at the actual gold. He has 2,800 for V versus 2,500 for Matt Apex.
I think
so
it's gonna
really only 1 kill down.
I think there's gonna be a mid play here.
Mid
Yeah, as Blue Wolf sets up, Hope does have flash back up now. The stun is going to come through, and the flash respect again from Hope. Whisper was hovering topside, but elected not to go in. And bot side, we see an engage, and it's a massive kill, and Joe is on a killing spree. That's going to be a double kill for SGI, and the SGI bot lane is ramping up here in game 1. Meanwhile, topside, as we take a look,
huge.
V is in a ton of trouble as this early lead is now looking like it might have been a bait. Whisper and Matt are here. The flash forward from Matt, and it's going to land in a kill finally going over. So both of the kills for League of Liquor onto this Scion in the topside. Absolutely. Big plays here out of both teams. The cross-map plays.
I gotta say, a little surprising. V is our MVP, definitely showing up, getting his kills. But the life of this team is his comrade Joe in the bot lane. We saw him contending for the MVP of last split, but coming in with a new support, it clearly doesn't matter. Maya and Joe showing a lot of synergy, picking up 4 kills in the early game.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things about this League of Liquor team is that Hope was picked first overall as a carry player, not as a mid. And so already we're seeing that his absence in the bot lane is costing his team. It's 4 kills for the Varus early on. And when we talked about scaling during the draft, what did we say? We said Varus was the potential late game scaling position. Let's fucking go.
Late game scaling
in the
position,
chat.
getting there earlier and earlier, and Blue Wolf managing to keep a lot of pressure down onto Hope, making sure that flash
Blue Wolf is here. Doll is in trouble
Doll.
again. Level 5 only, and this is going to be a secure kill for Joe. Bassoon flashing out. The arcane shift, not enough. The piercing arrow comes through, but Bassoon is able to get out with a couple hundred HP. Maya wasn't even there. That was just a gank. Meanwhile, topside again, we see Whisper moving in. So again, you can see it's the differing directions here. As the Maokai ulti is going to come through, but it does miss. Twisted Advance lands onto V, and V is in a ton of trouble. It looks like he is almost certainly going to go down as these 2 beefy boys try and land the damage. The ultimate is going to come through from the Scion, and that is a 3rd kill and a 3rd death topside. And so they are trying to at least even out.
That will complete the swing in the topside. We see a 80 gold lead over to Matt Apex after this weak early game. Lucky half HP after trading with Hope, misses the stun. Dahl sitting up on the top side, blue side or SGI very strong in the bot lane at this point, invading, taking everything. Have to assume Whisper is going to look to trade back. V teleports up, and Matt will continue playing strong top side. I'd like to see Whisper take these camps.
Yeah, it looks like
Ooh.
the proxy
Ooh,
is gonna go
Lucky.
full in. Lucky is
Oh,
and the flash through, but a perfectly positioned shockwave from Hope, and they do capitalize, and that's a really nice play coming out from League of Liquor. This should give them total control over topside as the second set of Voidlings spawn. Let's see if Blue Wolf can do anything here, but he's on a ward, and Maya feels inclined to roam over. Hope is in a great position though, and they should be able to secure this. So this will be the fourth and potentially the fifth and sixth. Let's see if Blue Wolf can do anything about it. Meanwhile, bot side, they pick up another kill. V picks up another kill. So that's 2 kills for SGI, but the main fight is happening here.
2v4.
Maya lands an engage. Hope is able to put out a lot of damage, but Dahl landing the ultimate. Blue Wolf is in trouble here as the passive gets popped as Bloblets are on the ground. Lucky shows up just in time, but the twist advance onto Maya. The exhaust onto Oasis Whisper, so he's unable to do anything. Hope is finally in the spot, but Blue Wolf responds from his passive. V wants to join the fight, but can't get in. Dahl is now, watch out the bassoon. Ezreal comes through. Hope and Dahl are on their last limbs here as Lucky is going to pick up the kill onto onto the jungler.
All almost dying to this void. And in the end, one survives, but that's 5 Void Grubs, I believe, going over. Yes, correct. 5 Void Grubs going over to League of Liquor with a Scion in the top lane. This is not good news for SGI. Scion already showing that he is truly a rock in the top side, is going to be a problem in the side lane.
Jason, I about passed out from losing my breath there.
No,
that fight was so grungy.
Saw
Yeah,
the power
absolutely.
as well, Joe in the bot side. I was going to say that I wish Joe would roam up for this, but one death already down onto Lucky. They did make the best of it, taking a kill onto Bassoon. That Ghost, he didn't use it in this instance, but that Bork on Varus really making it easy to run people down across the lane when it's pushed into them. Just one short trade and then into ultimate. It is a difficult fight to get away from.
Jason, let's talk about macro really quick because currently it's a split of position. But wait a second, we see, yeah, this is going to be Dragon taken. So right now, SGI and the blue team, they are pushing through their bot lane. There's only 1 plate remaining, whereas League of Liquor has put their effort top. Maya's in a lot of trouble. Blue Wolf looks to lunge in, and the land is going to be onto Dahl and Bassoon. Hope is on the side, but the sombrero flash forward, and Bassoon landing 2 with the ultimate across. Dahl and Bassoon able to clutch up this fight, and Blue Wolf has to be on the run. Dahl is being chunked out by the dragon here, but Blue Wolf is going to escape out.
Dahl.
Will Maya get out? They do. So a really nice sombrero shockwave landing, and Bassoon able to secure the kills with the Ezreal ultimate. And this is going to be their dragon, so it's going to even up for the teams 1 for 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, Maya Angel approaching from the bot side, not able to ward the bush that Hope was hiding in. Blue Wolf goes forward onto Bassoon, who they can see, and gets a knock-up onto Bassoon and Dahl, along with Maya's follow-up. But Hope, providing his own, splits up the backline and gets a double ultimate onto them. Matt takes down the top tower with his ultimate, engages onto V's half HP, lucky to reinforce.
And it's first turret, and at this point, he's got almost 3,000 HP. I'm not sure that there's anything that they can do. And he's just going to walk out. So that is first turret going over. Let's take a look at the gold. And he's actually about 1,000 gold ahead, which is absolutely incredible.
Scion gameplay, picking Jace into this matchup. Scion will absolutely get tankier than you can afford to kill him with if you give him an inch. And Whisper coming up to the top lane a couple times. Blue Wolf looking to engage mid onto Maya or Dahl and Hope. Creep wave is down. Will he be able to use the turret's damage here?
Oh, they're just out of turret range. But meanwhile, SGI does even up the turrets in bot lane. They're able to get the turret for Joe. So Joe, we look at a big gold lead top side. It's 7K to 5,700, but bot side it's 7K to 5,100. So it's even bigger for SGI. And total team gold is very close. League of Liquor down in kills, but up in gold. And they do have 5.
We're going to see a team fight come up here as Lucky defends the top side, but the Rift Herald's up, and League of Liquor all moving towards it. They have vision control for the moment, but SGI has come together in the mid lane. Although
it looks like Herald should be League of Liquors here. Blue Wolf in a
Ooh,
position.
going
They want to
alone.
look for the steal. Dahl has to flash out, and the Q is going to land, but not before the Vel'Koz ultimate comes through. Does he have passive up? I'm not sure. There's the ultimate from Bassoon lands, and now SGI is in a ton of trouble as Hope lands the shockwave to wipe the French. V flashes forward and gets the kill onto Hope, but is there anything they can
Lucky
do?
Burns
As
ultimate's kill Mad
Ezreal's
Apex, but he's able
Bassoon
to
is going to
survive.
look to Arcane Shift forward and pick up the final kill. Can he land it onto V? V is here in the bush. They're going to trade it out, but a nice shutdown here going over, and League of Liquor wins that team fight.
Yep. At the end of the fight, though, the gold lead remains mostly the same. Maybe a couple hundred gold difference. The Herald still stands. I think we could see a repeat fight again immediately. Blue Wolf's passive was down. It will be up for this fight in 13 seconds. Cell division cooldown.
Yeah,
Whisper gets
Whisper
engaged
is
on
low
from the
here.
turn.
Dahl is back, but the rest of League of Liquor are not here. Blue Wolf is pretty weak here, only level 8, but a nice pickup is going to land, and Joe finally comes to the fight this time. Let's see what they can pump out in terms of damage. Dahl is going to go down, so it's now a 5v4, and Blue Wolf looks to continue forward. Bassoon spacing out very well on this Ezreal, landing a ton of his Qs, and a ton of poke damage, softening up SGI before they start this objective. But with Dahl down, I do think that they give it over to SGI, so this will be the Herald going over to the French.
I agree, but it appears that League of Liquor may still be getting the better of this with Mad Apex pushing virtually uncontested in the bot lane. Very up down there.
Bassoon is going to take mid as well.
Yeah, Bassoon, they're pushing the macro game hard, trying to take towers. Bassoon left the bot lane relatively weak, but coming now, only 800 gold behind Joe, at picking up 6 kills through these team fights.
It's truly hard to tell what's going to happen here, Jason. We've got a 1,500 gold lead for League of Liquor, and they do have, I mean, this Sion is like a permanent issue. I think V with the counter pick here on Jace might have been a little overconfident, and it's showing to be a pretty big issue here, as the top side was supposed to be a big advantage for SGI, and it's turning into the issue.
Yep, I think we're going to see definitely all the outer towers go down as this last one's taken up by Matt on this push. And then we're going to have to watch to see Joe rotate and take down Sion. I don't think anybody else can effectively do it without the help of a turret and about 15 seconds of locking him down. Oh man, SGI looking at some trouble. They do have a lot of hope through Joe in the bot lane, or Joe's performance in the bot lane. 6 kills onto V. There is a lot of power there onto the rest of the team. But Mad Apex definitely going to be difficult to take down, and Hope finding a lot of power through these shockwaves in these team fights.
Absolutely. I will say one thing is that I think the junglers have been ganking a lot, and so they're starting to get a little behind in levels. Blue Wolf actually power jungling here, catching up in levels a little bit right as I say that. And so this next fight should be... Yeah, absolutely. This next fight should be for the 3rd dragon, and it looks like all of SGI are resetting at the moment. So we could see, but we could see a fight here. But League of Liquor does have the advantage. Whisper is going to start it right off the bat, but his bot lane are not here, so they're going to begin to walk down. They do have the positioning, and let's see if Blue Wolf and Lucky can find their way in. It looks like V is approaching, and Joe is on the way as well. So pay attention to Joe in this team fight. He's a ton of the damage.
This fight starts. It looks like this dragon's going to come down before even the bot laners even get here. Engage coming in from Blue Wolf.
The smite, the steal! He steals the dragon! And Whisper is in a ton of trouble as it comes through. The shockwave lands onto Joe and Maya. Joe's in a ton of trouble. He has to flash out, but Matt is on the back. Blue Wolf spacing for his team, but the French are beginning to lose the fight as a double kill goes over to Whisper. And now Blue Wolf is in a ton of trouble. That's... Blue Wolf goes down, and now Whisper continues to hunt onto Lucky. Lucky drops. That's a triple kill for Whisper, and it's a 4-for-0 for League of Liquor.
Yeah, ending this fight almost 3k ahead in the game. They are building their advantage, and they are taking these team fights home. Hope able to find these find the shockwaves onto Joe and Maya. The pressure onto the backline is huge from the Sion, from the top side of Sion, Orianna, and Maokai.
unable to push them back and unable to find the proper flanks or poke that they need before the team fight. V has 6 kills. He's got Eclipse. He's got Mermana. He needs to be finding shockwaves like this as they go in. Maya engages onto Bassoon. V looking to follow up.
Bassoon potentially could be in trouble. Bassoon is down to 1 shot, and the shutdown goes over to V. Doll should now be shut down as well. And that's a double kill. Matt is potentially in trouble here as Blue Wolf is going to look to hunt down this Scion, but 3 for SGI here. Now in front of the mid lane tower. What can Whisper do? It's actually not a huge wave, so they might be able to clear it out. He twisted advance onto V, and a couple turret shots come through, so Maya and V have taken turret shots. Joe potentially is going to be forced back. It looks like Hope is reset, and so evening it out here.
Finding Matt Apex as he tries to recall in the bottom jungle next to the red buff.
Yep, using the red buff to his advantage, and they both jump over. V is on the wrong side, though. Joe potentially coming through, a flash ultimate out from the Scion, but he actually hits the wall. He's not able to get out. So they're gonna go. Yeah, let's see. Are they doing Baron? They're starting Baron. League of Liquor is starting Baron.
Yep, off the back of Matt's call to remain on the bot side. He's caught out by Blue Wolf, but they do not see this Baron.
SGI does not know that this is happening. Absolutely, they have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, 2 in the bot side, no indication they are going to get this as Lucky pushes in mid lane. He's going to have to back up.
Great decision. Jason, what a play.
Yeah, this is Season 2. We are stepping things up. We have a pull down from Matt, complete reaction play to go for this Baron as they chase him down and do not find the kill as he ults away, and Scuttle going down bot side. Is yours frozen?
Yes, I have a freeze.
Okay, I'm
okay, and I'm back? Yeah.
Make sure we're back. Oh my goodness. Blue Wolf pulling a sweet drift move to hit the tower. Matt getting a taste of his own medicine. As V is being collapsed on top side, he is not on vision.
V is definitely in trouble.
They do not care.
Yeah, Hope is here. He should find him with a shockwave. The sombrero comes through. It actually counter synergizes. He's almost able to get the 1-for-1 as Hope nearly drops because the Ezreal ult miss. But they get just enough damage. The kill goes over, and so they will continue to push with their Baron, and League of Liquor looking strong here in Game 1.
5 Void Grubs make this easy to push down, even if you're not Scion. Scion taking the bot tower. I think he will get this with this next hit. Will he decide to engage with his ultimate just coming back up?
Maya and Joe are here, so they use the ultimate, and a lot of damage going through, but it looks like he could potentially get out. He is going to end up ulting out and just live.
Yep, Maya, unfortunately not able to block the Scion ultimate off the back of that on the escape. He will be able to get away, but they do defend the turret successfully. A late rotation to the top side, we'll see that one drop. Blue Wolf misses his Q onto Hope to try to combo him down. All 3 inner towers are low or taken for SGI, as there's a lot of gold on the map. 2 outer towers, and all 3 inners available for League of Liquors.
Yeah. Jason, one thing to mention is that they did have a really nice sneak with Baron, but they weren't able to crack the base at all, and they didn't even get mid-tier 2 here. And so it's still only roughly a 5k gold lead. This is definitely comebackable for SGI. We have seen SGI win games from this position before. And now
this is comebackable. They have huge poke onto the back line with V as they move into a dangerous corridor. Dang, some damage coming onto Bassoon. You'd want to see some time to set these up. I need Maya to show up with Blue Wolf to these fights early and get vision down. As Matt takes down the bot tower alone, that's a huge.
Joe could actually absolutely be in trouble though. Matt is going for the solo kill onto Joe, and Joe is gonna get killed, absolutely eviscerated by this Scion split push. 4 levels up. And a huge trouble. They have to send 3, and this should secure for League of Liquor. The Dragon, the rest of SGI is going to show up, and so the Scion dies.
Out here, I'm sure. As Maya Angel engaged on, gonna assume they're gonna go down.
Yeah, League of Liquor is set up
very low. Oh, they were taken down as we go towards this next Dragon. 4 up for League of Liquor, 2 up for SGI. As Joe respawns and League of Liquor looks to take this Dragon. Even with Scion down, there is a very beefy tank available through the Maokai, and Hope looking to find another strong shockwave onto the bot lane. They have a lot of damage. They have Leandri's Torment, but Blue
we see him hiding here.
He doesn't walk in the bush.
Both teams. Oh, he's gonna go for the steal again, and it actually goes over to Doll, and so the steal does not come through. Neither jungler able to pick it up, but they killed the Zac as a result. Hope unable to pick up a kill. Things are starting. I said that it was comebackable. We didn't want to see, that necessarily that go down. It looks like they're having a hard time finding their fight, Jason.
Yep, I think we're seeing a little bit of the growing pains of changing out your team members coming into this season. Hopefully for Game 2 we see a little bit better coordination. But for example, in that bottom inner tower where Joe took a death, Sion, Maya nearby in the jungle but looking to set up vision, and Joe not respecting that they are alone in the bot side. Matt Apex being engaged on by Joe, I have to assume. Oh, Matt coming back in, looking to kill Joe again.
Yeah, but Lucky and the rest of SGI is there. He's going to flash out, and he should absolutely be in trouble here, as he is going to drop in. There's no major objective for League of Liquor to take, so he does get about half of Lucky and half of Joe's HP, but no turret, and the rest of League of Liquor is going to siege bot side here.
It should be an opportunity for a strong fight coming out of SGI as they jumped forward. Blue Wolf chunked out, and League of Liquor able to fall back. V needs to look to get some strong poke from the side, being marked by Whisper as League of Liquor backs away. I think this one doesn't appear to be worth it. If they don't fight in the next minute to take advantage of these cooldowns, this was just a loss of tempo overall for League of Liquor, and this is great for SGI.
Yeah, I think it affords them a little bit of breathing room. It looks like V is going to try and take the mid tower here, and unable to get it before the teleport comes through, and actually unable to get it all, but the Sombrero Shockwave is going to miss this time, and so they could have the ability to fight back here. V and Maya versus Hope and Whisper. The flash twisted advance through lands. The Ezreal ulti is going to land as well, and Hope is able to pick up not one kill, but probably more, as Blue Wolf has gone too far here. This is going to be another kill going over to League of Liquor, as he does finally drop. A bit ambitious from Blue Wolf, as League of Liquor capitalizing and get two.
Whisper flashing forward to find this fight to follow up on Hope. Able to get the bounty on the mid lane tower, but dropping 2 kills on the back of it I don't think is worth it for SGI. They've given back the tempo that they gained in the last play as this Baron respawns. Blue Wolf and V are still down. I think this Baron is going to be taken by League of Liquor for free. Matt pushing in the bot side. We'll see if they can push that back. Joe needs to rotate, and here he comes to help take down Matt. Matt ulting in.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 3 versus 1. He should die here, but actually he's just going to get out. And they collect Baron. So honestly, a great play to engage, buy some time. Jason, let's talk about. I like to view it from the losing team's angle. Whenever we get into a situation like this, what can SGI do here to come back in this game?
Right now, SGI needs to look to clear out their camps and push out their waves and set up a vision line in their bot side jungle to try to defend that side as this next dragon comes through. It is going to be crucial for them to try to poke before the next fight, and to do that safely, they need to have a vision line that they can trust. It's very difficult to engage into this Ezreal Vel'Koz. They need to look to avoid walking into Hope's zone of control and try to use Joe's damage to push through this front line. But it's going to be extremely difficult. Let's check the armor on Sion. 288 armor and 5,000 health as he pushes in the bot lane yet again. It's going to take 2-3 people 30 plus seconds to kill this Sion at this point in the game. He's very strong. They're really looking to get poke down from V and Joe before the fight happens, and then engage as a group to burst somebody down. Hope being engaged on by Blue Wolf on the top side.
Yeah, Blue Wolf going for it, but
uncharacteristically,
missing
Blue Wolf
again.
has not been able to find engages on the same page as his team, typically going forward recently and being alone.
That's twice that we've seen that, and this is going to allow, as they go for the play top, Matt is going to be able to push bot, and so it's a reset for the rest of League of Liquor. Matt a little bit to his own pace here, and he's going to be in alone potentially. He flashes and ults towards topside, and he's going to take, I don't know, what was that, 15 turret shots and get out.
Yep, as Dragon spawns, and SGI will look to move to the Dragon without resetting. They do not have vision control, but Matt just decides, oh, you've left. I'm just going to push with my 5 Void Grubs. I'm going to take this tower and probably the inhib before you get back here. V very low off the back of Hope's damage. Going to be burst down by Doll.
Absolutely,
Joe
and
moving
the,
in quickly.
the shockwave is still there, and it lands, and Joe is hit by the shockwave. That's 2 for SGI already down. Maya and V dropped off the bat. Whisper is in, but Blue Wolf is fighting 1v3 on the backside all alone. Whisper might drop here, but they have to use the Syndra ultimate, and meanwhile Matt is taking the base. So while all of this is happening, the teleport back from Lucky comes through, but now Hope is going to back and then teleport through, and they're just going to look to end here as the Nexus turrets are taking a big hit. Joe versus Hope here, the 1v1, Varus into Orianna, and Varus does win it, but it's barely, and so a solo kill, will it be enough to save the game?
Joe Mag died. Oh, oh my god, the true shot for us!
It's gonna land!
He will be burst out!
Bassoon with the...
But Matt taking down the Nexus.
And then the Nexus is almost dead. It's about to drop. It's so close. And the Scion passive is going to come up. Will it drop? Will it go down? It's one more hit. It stays up. 58 HP.
As Lucky drops to the same HP as the Nexus, it will drop all 3.
The game goes on.
Or down.
The game goes on.
It's going to be incredibly difficult to defend this Nexus as they push 5 through League of Liquor. Coming into SGI's base to take down the French. We saw them go nearly undefeated last season. Coming into this game 1 of season 2, Blue Wolf struggling to find coordination with his team on these Zac engages like we haven't seen before, and great shockwaves and coordination coming out from the top side of League of Liquor. Bassoon making a strong recovery after a devastating early
Bassoon
game.
and Dahl really struggled in lane, but Bassoon has been able to find like 3 or 4 kills with his ultimate here throughout the mid and late game, and he's really showing why Ezreal is a very valid pick. And so we could see the Caitlyn, Ashe, and Bel'Veth bans get switched up in game 2, but here in game 1, they're making them pay for not having that initial respect. And we'll see what SGI can do, but with a 10k gold lead and Matt only needing realistically 1 or 2 ultimates.
Again by Matt Apex. He's taking this fight. He's
the
played
flash
this 2
out
times already.
The Varus hits, and it is a lot of damage as it begins to ramp up, but this Scion is just able to fight it off, and that's another kill going over. And now the rest of League of Liquor are going to engage. The root landing onto Blue Wolf, and Bassoon picking up another kill. That's his 9th. Hope flashes forward, but V is able to flash to the side, and the shockwave misses, but a ton of damage comes through, but it doesn't matter as the Nexus dropped, and League of Liquor wins game 1.
Oh, Lord, how's your sip check, buddy?
What a
Good
game.
Lord, game 1.